This right here is a very sad situation. But before we get into the video, let me just say thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the STC fam. We are on the road to 100K subscribers. So if you guys appreciate the content, show some love right now and like and subscribe. All right, let's get into the video.
My fellas, I didn't forget about you. You need some classic pepper steppers, okay? Get into the material, get into the details. Now, if you wear this out to the club or the lounge, the ladies will be looking. They will think your pockets are long. They're gonna think that you smell like Dior, Chanel. They're gonna think your credit score is high and business is doing very well, okay? Here's a pro tip that a lot of the men are gatekeeping. Go up 2 sizes. So if you are 10, go for a 12, honey. But you're gonna look down at that foot and think, oh, something else is long, not just his money. Okay, so we just went from a classic shoe to a more casual shoe. Now, if you can't afford the Alexander Wang, but you want to feel like a king and get a queen, go for this. This is a nice casual shoe. Here's another pro tip. Cover the front so they won't know it's Aldo. They think it's Alexander McQueen, okay? Keep them clean, keep them fresh.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Spoken like a true bird. She's trying to teach men how to be fake. Listen, bro. Like, that fake shit is cool for women. The worst thing a man could do is fake it, bro. You a man. You earn things in life. You ain't gotta wear no cheap ass Aldo and act like you got on some designer shit. Stop it. But that's the type of advice that a bird will try to give a man. And this is why, fellas, one thing a man should never do, bro, is take advice from a bird.
What do you think I fear the most? Why? And what is your advice to me in that regard?
What do you fear the most? I think losing me is what you'd fear the most in any capacity.
Oh, no.
Man, I was hoping that wasn't the answer, bro. Listen, fellas, this is sad because she's already gone. There's no way she could really love him. In her eyes, she's gonna look at him like he's insecure and she's the best he could do. That's how she feels. That's why she says that's what he fears. Because the way your girl or your wife supposed to answer a question like that is, you're fearless. You don't fear nothing. But when a woman is that comfortable, when she's that confident, like, yo, your fear of me leaving you, that's what you fear the most, and you pretty much co-sign, dog, she got you by the balls. She got you by the balls, bro. And as a man, you never want to be in this position, bro. That's why I tell y'all, bro, focus on your purpose, man. This only happens whenever a man is focused on a woman. In her eyes, he's a nice guy. She look at him with pity. She don't look at him with lust. And that's the difference, fellas.
If you don't see a future with the person, or you guys are going in completely two different directions, why are you trying to invest time into getting into a relationship? And I think that's where I really struggled in my past relationship is the future wasn't there, but because I didn't want to be alone, I always talk about this, because I didn't want to be alone, I just completely disregarded that. You know, like, we could not future plan for anything, bro. Anytime we started having conversations about the future, we get into an argument. That's a red flag, bro. Every single time y'all have conversations about the future, y'all are going in two different directions and there's no middle ground, and y'all are consistently arguing to the point where I didn't even want to bring up the conversation because I knew it would lead to an argument. That's a red flag.
Shocking new details about why a woman may have allegedly killed her partner and baby. According to a new report from the LA Times, Danielle Johnson was an influencer with 100,000 followers on X, formerly Twitter, who mostly talked about astrology online. The report goes on to say she made posts saying she was worried about the eclipse and called it, quote, the epitome of spiritual warfare. In the hours before the eclipse, police say she stabbed her partner to death in their Woodland Hills apartment, then pushed her 2 daughters out of her car on the 405 freeway. The 9-year-old child survived. Minutes later, Johnson died when she slammed her car into a tree in Redondo Beach.
Tonight, new developments in a tragic case authorities now describe as a double murder-suicide. A mother in Woodland Hills is accused of killing her partner before possibly tossing her kids out of a moving car on the 405, then dying in a crash in Redondo Beach. It's a really terrible story. Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf is at the apartment complex in Woodland Hills where this all began. Matthew.
Christine, this case is just horrible. People that live here can't believe it. Now they want to know why this happened. An intense, multi-city investigation underway across the LA metro into what authorities now call a double murder-suicide.
It's kind of hard to put into words. I think people are in shock at this time, especially for the children.
The bizarre trail of violence started early Monday morning at the Montecito apartment in Woodland Hills.
There was blood all throughout their front door, all the way to the hallway leading to the elevator, and blood on the walls.
Law enforcement confirms 34-year-old Danielle Johnson stabbed her partner, 29-year-old Jalen Cheney, to death. Then took her 2 young kids, put them in a car, and drove through the apartment gates.
Heard this big thump, like sounded like a bowling ball hitting my whole ceiling vibrated.
Around 4:30 a.m., investigators believe the children either fell or were thrown out of the moving car near Centinela Avenue on the 405. The woman's 9-year-old girl injured, taken to a hospital, her 8-month-old sister dead on the highway. The mother's crashed car found about 30 minutes later in Redondo Beach, a pile of mangled metal. Authorities say she hit a tree driving 100 miles per hour, killing herself.
They were very private people. They didn't hardly speak to anyone. You know, I would say hello and they barely answered me.
They never came out of that unit. Everything was delivered, groceries, food, whatever. They opened the door a crack and would pick up their stuff and go back inside.
Neighbors described the couple as quiet, now thinking about the sole survivor, a 9-year-old girl.
My heart just goes out to that little girl. That's where it is right now. I can't imagine what she's going through, and I just hope she's got family and people to take care of her, because this is a horrible thing for her.
The Highway Patrol tells me that authorities are speaking with the family of that 9-year-old girl. We tried contacting them as well, and so far tonight, we haven't heard back. Reporting live in Woodland Hills, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 11 News.
Look, first of all, mental health is a real thing. It is very important to meditate and protect your peace daily. This is a situation where this woman was a bit too deep into this stuff, bro, and it's sad. And also, there are a lot of other women out there who, instead of getting help, because mentally they are obviously going through some issues, but instead of getting help, they become astrologers. They focus their energy into that world, even though they really need mental health. They really need mental healing. So this is just a sad situation, because not only did she erase herself, she also erased her partner and also a kid. Sad situation, man. What I will say is this. I think there are a lot of women out there who really need to just take some time out, man, and take care of your mental. Because when you deal with astrology, you are playing with your mind. And when you lose control of your mind, things like this happens. This is a very unfortunate situation. Please leave your thoughts in the comments, and my condolences to the lost ones.
Nuck attacked me. He went in for the kiss. It wasn't so much that he kissed me, it's the fact he was a bad kisser. Have you ever had someone lead with their tongue? Welcome back to my dating series where I either fall in love or get my heart broken, but either way I learn a lot. I have a date tonight. It's a second date. I'm not sure how I feel about this guy. Don't tell me if this is crazy. Fuck, I ghosted someone. Damn. Sometimes ghosting is accidental. But yeah, let's get into these red flags. I know my period's about to start because I've been irritable as fuck. Like, the guy I'm going out with tonight, he asked me, he was like, oh, since it's April, are you drinking now? I told you I'm not drinking until Coachella. As Coachella happened, I have mixed feelings. I'll be honest. Also, he owes me money. After our date, we went to another spot. I parked on the street. He put money on the meter, or so I thought he did. When we came back, I had a ticket. And he was like, oh, I'll Venmo you for the ticket. And he has not Venmo'd me yet. I'm just not going to bring that up over text. But when I see him tonight, I'm going to bring it up. It's honestly the principle. Like, I feel like if you made me get a ticket, you need to pay for the ticket. Like, the reason I have mixed feelings about him. All that aside. Oh, I didn't even put on concealer. I was wondering why my under eyes looking a little dark. I don't like kissing on first dates. You already know that. I will say, he did not know this. I did not make that clear. He snuck attacked me. He went in for the kiss. If a guy goes in for it, I'm not gonna, and then, It wasn't so much that he kissed me. It's the fact he was a bad kisser. Have you ever had someone lead with their tongue? Yeah. I feel like that gave me the ick. But then I was like thinking about it after the date and I was like, you know what? Such a simple correction to make. Like, just don't lead with your tongue. Like, maybe no one's ever told him that. Tyler last week really did want to see him again. I don't know what happened to me that now I'm not as excited. I think because he hasn't given me the money for the parking ticket. I don't like having to remind people that they owe me money. Like, that is an even bigger ick than the not being able to kiss. We'll see. The reason I was able to make my peace with him kissing me against my will, that sounds so bad, but I mean, that's really what it was. I had a slight cold on our date. Like, I was recovering from illness. Tell me why. He texted me the next day like, hey, are you feeling okay? I woke up feeling super sick. That tells you shouldn't be kissing strangers on first dates. Like, I don't know where people's mouth has been. We will see. We will see. Wish me luck, besties, and stay tuned for the debrief.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.